What's up, Sagittarius? It's Mastering the Vortex. Thank you for tuning in. I've already shuffled the decks, picked all the cards, so we don't have to go through any of that. Hope your 2020 is going great so far. If you'd like to make a donation to my Zelle or my Venmo, it's vortex9876@yahoo.com. Be greatly appreciated, and much love to you for all who donate. So let's go ahead and jump right in, Sag. We got number 16 from the Oracle of Visions. Number 16 from the Oracle of Visions. Let's see what that one says for us. Distance, isolation, perspective. Distance not only gives nostalgia, but perspective and maybe objectivity. Robert Morgan. Physical distance or emotional detachment serve to give us a greater comprehensive view. Distance may also provide a clearer overall perspective than a close-up would. From this vantage point, we can often get the big picture and reach different conclusions. A solitary woman strolls a desolate beach, her isolation providing a point of reflection. Distance from the influence of others, this is a scene of personal contemplation. The floating monoliths provide perspective and suggest the distances with greater emphasis than would an empty sky. Perhaps representing issues in her life, their distance reinforces her isolation, but may also provide her with the perspective and clarity of vision that she is seeking. We need to strike a balance when assessing a situation. Are we too closely involved, or should we step back? Interesting, Sag. Give yourself some space this year to reflect and go inward and get the answers that you need. Here we are, Sacred Traveler. Unknown territory. Maybe that's why we're going, seeking isolation and stuff. You're exactly where you need to be, though. You're exactly where you need to be, Sagittarius. Unknown territory. You're exactly where you need to be. You're exactly where you need to be, even if you're not consciously aware of it, Sag. Even if you don't have all the answers, keep going forward with your heart open. If you can't see clearly ahead and don't know where you're headed, keep moving forward. Do what feels right, even if your brain doesn't agree. Your heart always knows. Instead of dismay because you're in an unknown territory, celebrate that you're expanding and growing by leaps and bounds. Yes, excellent. Sometimes the traveler feels lost, a lack of confidence or sense of being in unknown territory. It can seem that others know more or are more qualified. However, it can be this feeling of not knowing that allows one to step outside the bounds of convention and reach beyond the parameters of self that have been imposed by friends, family, society, and religion. It can be a very good thing. It can help you find yourself. Cherish those moments of not knowing. It's often during those times that the greatest revelations occur. Trust that all is well. You are where you should be, Sag. Yes, you're exactly where you need to be. Angels and ancestors. We got springtime. Springtime. So we got the hair bursting with its fertility and abundance. Springtime could be a very prosperous time for you, Sag. See your seeds grow, Sagittarius. See your seeds grow in the spring. Embrace the change that is on the horizon. Allow your dreams to become reality. Spring is an exciting time because it has so much potential. Animals are coming out of hibernation, flowers are pushing up through the soil, and the days are getting lighter and brighter. The spring card features a wild hare because in Celtic animal medicine, the hare brings intuition and rebirth. Hares are highly fertile beings, and so their medicine can bring dreams to life. You are ready to bring to life all your ideas, inspirations, and projects, Sagittarius. When this card appears, you are moving into a space that allows you to really grow, expand, and create in a way that you've never done before. There are opportunities for abundance, including financial growth, and if you're starting something new, prepare for a major expansion in your life and soul. Yes, Sag, I love it. When the spring card arrives in the future position of a spread, or as the last card in a reading, it can also indicate that the coming spring will usher in important energies with regards to your questions or intentions. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Psychic Tarot of the Heart. We got Rebuild, number 16. Rebuild, number 16, y'all. Number 16. What do we got? That's a major arcana, so. And it's the Tower. Oh, shit. Tower. You got a Tower card for 2020. Oh, damn. Shit's gonna collapse. Expose, create, pretense, revelation, and awareness, Sag. Oh, yes. The Tower is here for you. Welcome it. Do not be afraid of it, because what needs to be left in the past will crumble and fall away. That is the lesson of Pluto and Saturn this year in Capricorn. And the conjunction is coming up this weekend, so be prepared. The dynamics of a relationship can often be complicated. The longer you've been in a relationship, the more complex it can be. Relationships begin to grow many layers consisting of joys, sorrows, honesty, and duplicity. As these layers build on top of each other, it becomes increasingly difficult to know what the core of the relationship is based on. What was once love may now appear to be merely tolerance, or worse. Even in good relationships, you may find yourself growing apart from the other person. In either case, the weight of these layers can cause a relationship to collapse. Now may be a good time to start fresh with one or more of your relationships, Sagittarius. Peel off the layers one by one, cut away any pretense, and see what may be revealed. Find the core of the relationship and decide if it's still what you want and what you find attractive. If so, then discard the old layers and consciously create a new commitment with this person or persons, one based on truth, honesty, and love. Use the awareness gained by this exercise to steer the relationship on a clear, steady course, Sag. The same applies to rebuilding the relationship with yourself. Examine your many layers of joys, sorrows, successes, and failures, and think about how they're affecting your ability to love yourself and therefore to find love. Expose the false voices that tell you that you're unworthy and silence them. When you do, your true value will be revealed. Rebuild your life around unconditional love for yourself and invite unconditional love from others. I cut to the core of my relationships and consciously rebuild them. That is your affirmation for the year. I cut to the core of my relationships and consciously rebuild them. There we go. Tower. Tower for my Sag. And then we got, boom, number 44, the Sacrifice from the Shaman Oracle. Sacrifice. What are we going to sacrifice this year? So it's probably best to sacrifice whatever you can so the harshness of the Tower won't be so great. You know what I mean? Just cut cords, let go, just forget about it, you know? The essence. To sacrifice means to make sacred. The sacrifice is an offering of gratitude made from the heart, a feast of love prepared for spirit. In olden days, sacrifices sometimes involved rituals in which blood was offered to the gods. For example, in the Bible, Yahweh preferred Abel's sacrifice of one of his lambs to Cain's offering of vegetables and fruits. In Middle America, Quetzalcoatl, the Lord of the Dawn, came to teach that spirit preferred our songs and our prayers to the blood of humans or animals. The invitation. The sacrifice asks that you offer to spirit that which is most precious to you. Your offering will be sanctified and returned tenfold. You will be elevated to the altar at which you have been praying and meet the divine at the table with the heavenly feast. You are a welcome guest in this banquet. Your heart is the only worthy offering you can bring. Life has been generous with you in so many ways, Sagittarius. The medicine. What is the one person or thing you feel you cannot live without? It is time to offer it all to spirit so that it may unfold as it will. Do not cling to the old form or allow your sacrifice to weigh heavily upon you. You have sacrificed yourself in your dreams for too long, Sagittarius. Now is the time to rededicate yourself to your journey. When you make sacred, you open doors to infinite wealth. Do not delay this year. Sag, do not delay this year. Ooh. Do not delay this year, Sag. So we got the sacrifice, we got the tower, we got the springtime. Make way for your abundance. Tune into your intuition. Unknown territory, but it's okay. Go within and you'll know the answers and you won't feel like it's unknown territory. And number 16. Distance, isolation, and perspective. You may need to gain some distance from people who are not good for you, or you may need to go inwards to see what the true path is. So this is a great reading for you, Sagittarius. I'm happy for you this year, and thank you for tuning in to Mastering the Vortex. If you'd like to make a donation, it's vortex9876@yahoo.com, my Venmo or my Zelle, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.